Welcome back everybody to another one of my little practice casts here. Today I'm just doing one of the featured games in the LoL client, and if I saw correctly, a couple of pro players are actually in this, if my computer ever decides to load. Okay, here we go. So we have Styx is on Gragas in the mid lane, Ivocati, Chatbot, I'll just call him Chatbot, on Neon Strike Vi in the jungle, ZoroZero on Aurelia in that top lane, Fraggo on Sona as a support, and we have hyrqBot, the NIP jungler I believe, as an AD carry here. We have YellOwStaR as Kev1n in the mid lane, Kev1n as Renekton in the top, Photon as Twitch as the AD carry, together with Migzovs on Nami, and Bluelex as Lee Sin in the jungle. Lee Sin starting with his red, Vi with her Lee Sin with his blue, Vi with her red. So both of these junglers gonna take similar paths, move towards the top half of the jungle, and really the big thing to look out for here is gonna be how well can Kev1n roam to the other lanes and impact them. How many kills can he pick up? At least he's against another melee mid laner, and he's been doing pretty well in these early trades. He's already fairly low on mana. Beautiful bubble landing onto hyrqBot there. Enables Twitch and her to dish out a lot of damage against hyrqBot. He already has used one of his health potions. First Blood had already come out, went onto Vi. Probably a failed invade from the red team. As Vi goes onto Lee Sin, there's a lot of damage there. Nice timing on the counter gank, puts Lee Sin pretty low. Both of those teams just gonna get back off. Power Chord landing onto Twitch does a nice amount of damage as Vi actually still hangs her out there and may get caught out now as she dashes into Kev1n. Kev1n taking a lot of damage, Aurelia coming in there, and both teams just gonna back off. A lot of damage being traded back and forth, but nobody can really get an upper hand so strong that they would go for this. Another Power Chord landing on a Twitch. Twitch taking a lot of damage, and really the heal from Sona doing so much to help her team as she flashes forward. A lot of damage coming out of Twitch, but the counter flash perfectly done there. Fraggo getting bubbled up by Nami. Does land another Power Chord though. Nami now pretty low as well. That will force the red team's bot lane to back off from this. Okay, now that things have calmed down for a second, actually they may explode again in the top lane, but already Gragas, despite losing in the early trades, has doubled up on Kev1n CS as they do go for ZoroZero now. He's taking a lot of damage. He's not going to be able to survive this. Ignite it. He's not even going to flash. He doesn't have flash because of that first blood engage. So he's going to go down for free there. Very nicely done by Renekton and Lee Sin, picking up a kill. Really immense patience shown by Bluelex there. He already had been fighting it out with Vi and ZoroZero over there in the jungle entrance, and then he waited around in the top lane as Vi actually pick up a kill here onto Lee Sin. Beautifully done by her though, surviving that 2v1 tower dive and almost picking up 2 kills. Both of the enemy players so low, and she may actually walk into the bush, may still get Kev1n. Kev1n goes onto her, stuns her, and with that Q picks up the kill there as the teleport comes out of YellOwStaR back into that mid lane. Gragas just gonna back off, not even threatened by that, and he's 33 CS up onto those 17 of YellOwStaR. Definitely has the upper hand in that lane so far. See how much more he can make happen there. It's not really too surprising. With his barrels, he's able to poke so well, especially against the Kev1n. In this bot lane, however, both of the AD carries already having gone back now. The CS lead really minor with this wave pushed up here. hyrqBot going to be back in time to pick up most of that. He picked up another Dorn's Blade though, so that's definitely... He's going to have more damage than Twitch, but Twitch can run away better and dodge those skill shots because he picked up the boots for himself. One thing that's kind of, kind of bothersome for any support is when they can't pick up the Phallostone on their first back and then be stuck with the Fairy Charm and the Rejuvenation Bead. So Fraggo going to be a little bit sad about that, but in the end it's not going to matter as much. Aurelia now 23 CS to Renekton's 33, and Renekton managed to get 2 kills there. That has enabled him to not only pick up the Chain Vest, but also another Cloth Armor, as hyrqBot beautifully dodging that bubble, but he does get ignited and so much damage coming out. He's going to pop his barrier, and now Nami actually has to flash away. She was very far out there. The heal comes out, and Sona picks up the kill. Photo now in trouble, and He pops this barrier, may still pick up hyrqBot here, but he actually goes down. The poison not going to be able to take out Ezreal either. And Kassadin, meanwhile, went down in the mid lane to Gragas. Lulex just barely able to escape that Vi. She really smelled the blood there, but he wanted to get Gragas as well. In the end, Kev1n now has a huge dominant position in this top lane. Aurelia not really able to damage him anymore, and the only way she's going to kill him is if Renekton goes for a stupid tower dive and she stuns him. But he has his dominance now. Could even try to gank this with a tower dive this with a little bit of help, but he's just going to go for all the tower damage. Has a huge wave of minions there. ZoroZero not really going to be doing too much either, other than just fighting it out. Now Kev1n did go for the stun, the hit, and the dash back out of the tower did a lot of damage, almost took half of Aurelia's HP, and he's happy to take that one tower hit because he can. He has so much armor, so much HP, that it doesn't even matter to him. He also has a lot of sustain with his Q, so he's not really going to mind too much as long as it's just one or two. Call the Meek is the Q name, by the way. I never can remember that. Gragas now up 52 to 31. In the top lane, it's 39 to 53, and in the bot lane, it's 37 to 39. So the bot lane pretty even, and the CS difference between the top and the mid lane pretty much equaling one another. YellOwStaR gonna be picking up his blue buff here now. Very nice for him. That's really one of the pesky things about Ezreal. He's always just gonna dodge out of those bubbles, and he's doing a lot of damage. Picked up that Vamp Scepter already. He's really got the upper hand here now in this bot lane after those 2 kills onto Migzwavs and Photon. Lee Sin coming down, but there is a ward. They're going to be spotted out, and Vi is coming to join the party as well. This could turn into a very dangerous skirmish for the red team. Lee Sin still sitting on top of that ward. Vi snuck into the lane. They do not know she is there, as Gragas is trying to get in and do a little bit of damage onto YellOwStaR. Just poke him a little bit. ZoroZero and Kev1n still battling it out in the top lane, but Kev1n clearly coming out ahead on that one. However, nothing much happening in the bot lane either. Vi now revealed herself. Lee Sin backed off, but Vi is going back in, and Twitch may be a little bit overextended here. The Vi ultimate is up, so she could just go and try get a kill. Kassadin already went back, picked up that tier for himself, and finally has an item that he's really going to need. Gragas has twice his CS at the 8-9 minute mark. That's not what you want to happen. That's a huge advantage for the blue team. Gragas picking up his blue buff as we speak. And that's going to make him even scarier. As Lee Sin and Kassadin try to go for Vi, but she has her dash up. Not much going to happen there. She's going to be safe. Just back off from that. She already has the Spirit of the Ancient Golem done as well, so that's a lot of extra beefiness on Vi. Dragon slowly being an option for these teams here. With Ezreal having that Vamp Scepter done, Vi having that Spirit of the Ancient Golem done, they could try and sneak the Baron, because Vi can go over the back of the wall. So we see an engagement in the top lane, the bot lane. Twitch going very, very low. His stealth just barely saving him for now, but if he's going to be available again, Sona flash with Flash Crescendo does so much damage as the ultimate goes out from Ezreal. Not even going to be necessary. The ignite from Sona had already picked her up. Beautifully done there. Well played by hyrqBot and Frago. Twitch overextended himself a bit. Nami wanted to save him and then paid for her troubles with her life. Zoro is in trouble up top, is going to go down to the ignite. Renekton and Lee Sin picking up another kill in the top lane now. They're going to get this tower as well if they want to. Nope, they're just going to proxy shove that wave and then back off again. Let the minions do all the work. Renekton getting scarier and scarier, is now 3-0-0 and still only has the same items, but he's going to go back now and maybe even be able to pick up the Sunfire Cap. Yes, there it is. So that's really going to make him even scarier. He can push the waves a lot faster now. He's a lot scarier in all the fights. And it's a shame that Sona got 2 kills by now. On the other hand, that has enabled her to pick up fairly early Fellowstone and Sightstone. So not only does she get the passive gold regen, she also has a lot of wards to put out around that bot lane, and that's really what gives the advantage to teams in the bot lane. Thresh and Nami trying so hard to make something happen here, but in the end, if you look back at that trade, Nami lost more health than anybody else. Gragas in trouble. Maybe he's gonna flash over the wall. Might get out of there, but no, YellOwStaR has his ultimate, is gonna go down there, and now the Vi ultimate comes out. Is she still gonna be able to pick up YellOwStaR? YellOwStaR very, very low, but Lee Sin is there with the red buff. Chatbot does manage to get Kassadin, is now going to get chased by Lee Sin though. Is she going to make it out of this? No, I do not believe so. The red buff is too strong. Lee Sin picking up a kill there. That's a 2-for-1 exchange, still worth it. Here comes the engagement on the bot lane, the tidal wave comes out, the ultimate, the spray and pray from Twitch, doing so much damage, and then the expunge picks up a kill onto Sona. Nothing much she could really do there. Her ultimate not being up, no ignite, no flash, no anything. But both Nami and Twitch very, very low. At least Ezreal does have his ultimate. He could have tried to pick up a kill there, but he decided not to and just back off. The teleport comes out from Kev1n. Lee Sin down in the bot lane as well. This could be very dangerous. Kev1n goes in there. The flash coming out from hyrqBot just in time before the silence. Nice escape there. But that was definitely a good comeback move for the red team. They got the kill onto Nami, and they do prevent Lee Sin from going back again. Lee Sin trying to go in there, be a little cheeky, pick up another kill. The next Q misses, and Vi is down there now to protect her Ezreal, protect her AD carry. And Gragas saw the opportunity, is pushing that mid wave as much as he can before Kev1n and Lee Sin move back there. Dragon being pinged by the blue team, but nobody really bothering to do that yet. Gragas has to back off now, didn't manage to shove the wave into the tower as Renekton and Aurelia battle it out in the top lane again. A lot of damage going out onto Aurelia, but she's definitely a champion that does better the lower she is. Or rather, as long as she has lower HP than her opponent, her one ability not only slows, but it stuns. And that can be devastating, especially on a tower dive. So, as we look at the items that both teams have picked up, nothing much is going to happen up here, I fear. Just a little bit of back and forth banter. If I look at the items, we have the Blasting Wand on Kev1n. He's looking to go for that early Archangel Staff, probably, as Twitch has picked up a BF Sword, sorry about that, looking to put out a little more damage. Ezreal picked up a Phage. He's going for that Triforce right after the Vamp Scepter, and the supports, really, Nami in kind of a sad position. No wards on herself, only potions, and only a Ruby Crystal. So she does not have the Sightstone yet, she doesn't have any wards yet, or right now anyway, so that's definitely going to be a disadvantage here as the engagement comes again. The tidal wave missing everybody, hyrqBot taking a lot of damage from the spray and pray, the expunge comes out as well, and this crescendo is necessary just to keep them off of hyrqBot. He's trying to lifesteal a bit, the Q comes out, hits Migzoffs, but Frago is in a lot of trouble here, gets bubbled up, and that's going to be a dead Sona. The Ezreal ultimate comes out, but it's not going to be enough, and that's really what's so scary about Twitch Nami. When Twitch stealths, he has a lot of attack speed bonus once he goes out of the stealth, and with Sona not really there to help out Ezreal for the first little bit of the fight, they were able to pick up a nice little kill there as Lee now in a lot of trouble with that Vi ultimate. He's going to get picked up. A little bit overextended there. Thought he could be cheeky again, but Vi was there to save the day this time, and they do pick up a kill. That makes it 7-7 in kills. Only 850 gold between the two teams. And now that Twitch picked up another 2 kills, that's going to make him pretty scary once he goes back the next time. Gragas and Kev1n just battling it out in the mid lane, and Gragas definitely coming out ahead there, as was to be expected. The Ignite comes out, the ultimate comes out, that's going to be a dead YellOwStaR. Beautifully done by Styx, and he's going to be very happy picking up another kill. Kev1n has been picking up quite a chunk of CS though, so he's actually not as far behind anymore as he was earlier. Now Renekton fighting it out with Vi, wants that blue buff for himself, does pick it up, no smite on Vi just yet, and now it's all about can he run from this, but there are Gragas and Aurelia coming for him. He probably stayed a little too long there, the barrel doesn't hit. Aurelia picking up that kill, sadly no blue buff for Gragas, but very nicely done there, a kill onto Aurelia, much needed kill. If she gets a little bit more gold, she can still be very, very scary in this game. So, what else is happening right now? Twitch picked up the crit cloak, the cloak of agility it's called in this game, and he's obviously going for the infinity edge first, just rushing that straight up, and it can be so devastating as he gets behind Frago. The ultimate comes out from the Nami, and the spray and pray lands as well, and this is going to be a dead Sona. Terrifying. Very well done, very well executed from the red team. They got... it's one of the terrors of a of a Twitch, I mean, of course. He gets behind you, and then pops his ultimate, and with his slow, you can't really get away from him. Even the flash was not able to save Sona, and for the longest time she thought she could still get away, but hyrqBot was late to the lane, and this is another very nice exchange, another win, another one trade for the red team. The poison from Twitch doing so much damage by now, the BF sword doing such an amount of work for them, as Lee Sin gets behind, gets the kick. That's going to be another kill just with the expunge out of Twitch. Very well done there. So that's Twitch really getting a little bit out of control here. He was kept fairly small. Ezreal and Sona were winning that lane, and all of a sudden it was as if the red bot lane had just turned on a switch, and all of a sudden Twitch is now 4-1, from 0-1-0 to 4-1-0. He's been able to pick up his items as Vi now looking to make something happen down here. The recall interrupted from Nami, but it was a bait. Lee Sin is there as well. The crescendo comes out onto all three members. Very well done there. Definitely saving chatbot and herself. Nice move. Kassadin very low in the mid lane again from that Gragas, and now with the blue buff, ZoroZero actually fending very well for himself, also going for that Triforce, has picked up Phage and Sheen, looking to make himself dominant in that top lane now. 1-2-1 currently, with 134 CS, only about 12 behind Renekton at this point. Was already much worse as the stun comes out onto the tower. Renekton now taking a lot of damage, but ZoroZero taking even more and tanking the tower. It may be a trade of kills. No, her flash saves her, gets her out of the tower just in time. Beautifully done there by Aurelia. As the tower goes down in the bot lane, chatbot not going to be able to survive this. The Vi ultimate came out towards the end, not able to do enough. Styx now in trouble, tries to get onto Kassadin, still trying to make a move there, but the Q had landed from Lee Sin. Kill onto Lee Sin, kill onto Kassadin. It's still a 2-for-1 trade in that mid lane. Kassadin got 3 kills by now though, so he's one of the things that make Kassadin scary is once he gets kills and once he gets ramping up and then starts to roam, he gets to be a true terror. And with those 3 kills that he just secured for himself, he's definitely making moves into that direction. So, little lull in the action. Sona now has that Ruby Sightstone. It's a little bit tankier, but still not going to be enough. If she gets caught out like this, another engagement coming in, the tidal wave and the spray and pray again. Fraggo going solo so very quickly. Expunge picking up the kill. Expunge really being such a bursty spell. Twitch being a terror in this bot lane. Also has that pickaxe now, and it's not going to be long before he gets the Infinity Edge as well. As a matter of fact, he's going to pick it up right now, going back already. And that's when he gets really scary, especially when he gets another attack speed item on top of that then. Aurelia, however, does have her Trinity Force finished now. Gragas almost has that death cap. He already has the Themes on Holy Grail, so he's got his first nice item to compete with an Archangel Staff out of Kassadin. And once he gets that death cap, he's going to be even deadlier, even more terrifying. Vi, I guess this is going to be a triple Triforce game from the blue team. Vi having that Phage on her, and either she just wants the movement speed bonus on hit, or she's actually going to be building a Triforce out of this. Question is she going to do it sooner rather than later? As she does banter back and forth with Kassadin a bit. He's following it up even. He has a red buff, so he has a nice slow for himself, but he did not have the damage to finish her off. But this is going to be another dragon, or this is going to be a completely uncontested dragon in favor of the red team. Blue team did see them walk over there. Aurelia is going to say, okay, your Renekton was bot. I saw this. I'm going to push up the top lane as much as I can. Gragas going to be safe in that mid lane. Had that ward there to spot Lee Sin and Kassadin coming. He's going to back off and be safe. As Photon actually catching out hyrqBot. hyrqBot getting melted with that Infinity Edge and the attack speed boots. There was nothing hyrqBot could have done there. The Arcane Shift not getting him over the wall either, as ZoroZero is now in trouble against Lulex and Kev1n. The stun has already come out. No red buff on either Lulex or Kev1n though. However, Lee Sin missed his slow, and this is actually going to be very nice for them. Kassadin up there as well. That's definitely going to be a dead ZoroZero. Kassadin picking up that one as well, and this is what I mentioned. Once Kassadin gets ramping up, he can be even deadlier and become a true assassin. If he gets onto Ezreal, Ezreal is definitely going to die as well. Sona will die. The silence, very, very nice for his team, as well as an engagement comes out onto Fraggo. The tidal wave and the spray and pray, as we've already seen a couple of times, and then it's going to be another kill. Twitch is godlike at this point. Sona doesn't really give as much gold anymore as she did the first couple of times, but this is a 7-1 Twitch, and Twitch is already a character that you do not want to feed. You do not want to give him any more gold than you absolutely have to, because he can be terrifying. There's going to be a tower down in favor of the red team. 2-2 in towers now. Both of them on the bot lane for the red team. The bubble actually misses on the chatbot, and this is probably going to be a dead Nami, because Ezreal and Gragas are down there. Nami flashes in order to intercept the damage from Ezreal, but that's going to be the shutdown gold onto Vi. Gragas with the assist there, and then Nami goes down as well to Ezreal. Well done there from the blue team. Is it going to be enough to come back in this game, though? The gold is still very, very close. It's just 700 gold between the two. But both Kassadin and Twitch so fed right now. Kev1n popping dominance, igniting Aurelia to push her off of himself. And Gragas now going for another engagement in the mid lane. YellOwStaR trying to get out of that. Eats the ultimate from Styx. He's gonna phase shift, no, Rift Walk, that's the name, sorry about that. Over the wall is gonna be safe as Kev1n fighting it out with Vi and Gragas in the jungle there. Ezreal, meanwhile, pushing the bot lane together with Sona. And I think they've done a nice amount of damage onto the tower. Not going to be able to get it just yet. Lee Sin comes down there to defend it. If Twitch and Nami had to be the ones defending that tower, it definitely would have gone down. But they're just going to back off, go home and say, we've accomplished what we came to do for now. As Twitch already has the components done for the static shiv, and once he gets that, his assassination potential will be even higher. He'll just be able to go in there with his stealth, and the first hit will already do so much damage, especially because the static shift can crit, and he has that infinity edge, which makes crits even more painful. However, on the blue team, now we have 2 Triforces done and the third one in the works for Vi. As the Gragas ultimate comes out onto Renekton, but can they really go for this? Is this a good idea? The kick comes out, not quite getting him into the tower though, but Styx with no more escapes left against 3 people, definitely going to go down here to the Sunfire Cave of Renekton. He's going to be very content with that. Nice little kill for him there. He's picked up the Ravenous Hydra. That definitely makes him a lot scarier in that top lane as well. Aurelia has that Trinity Force as well though, so she can probably fight against him. But Gragas went a little too deep there, went to a place he did not want to be in. And really got punished for it in the end. By going in 1v2, just to keep them off the tower as long as possible. She needs a little bit of help there. Bot lane also under attack, but the minions gonna be taking care of that, as now the blue team stacking up in this mid lane. Kassadin, Lee Sin under the jungle. The Ezreal ultimate sadly doesn't hit. The Assault and Battery coming out onto Lee Sin. Vi has to flash back out. Sona picking up the shutdown kill onto Kassadin, and while this is nice that they got the kill, and Sona got a blue buff, which is very nice for her, that resets the death spree on Sona, so she is now worth all the gold again as the crescendo comes out. Nami gonna go down to this, but Twitch already picked up the kill onto Sona. That's a nice chunk of gold for him. The spray and parry so strong, and Nami actually survives, and now Twitch with that flash also gonna be picking up the kill onto Aurelia. Wow, Twitch 9-2-0, 2 important kills there, Aurelia and Sona in that fight, and Nami even survived that. Kassadin the only one to go down. It's Lee Sin much deeper than he wanted to be. Gragas gonna pick him up with his ultimate, and I don't know why Lee Sin went there. He was being pretty greedy, wanted to go onto that Vi. Not something he should have done. His Photon actually gets poked down by the Gragas barrels very well here, and he's gonna pop a stealth and run away as Kev1n stands there and keeps Gragas and Ezreal busy. So tanky already with that Sunfire Cape, with the Hydra, and now going for the Randuin's Omen, going for that Warden's Mail with the double cloth armor, looking to keep the enemy busy. Kassadin, after that death, finally able to pick up a death cap, and just now his Archangel Staff turned into Seraph's Embrace, so that's going to give him a nice little mana shield when he gets into danger. Gragas also has his death cap done, so he's going to be doing more damage. See what he decides to pick up next. It may be an Abyssal Scepter, as Aurelia actually fighting against Kassadin, coming out way ahead, even though she doesn't have any magic resistance, just that Triforce and a couple of minions. She's building a Randuin's Omen as well, already has that Warden's Mail done. Actually, that's false. She's building a Frozen Heart, because she has that Chain Vest in there as well to get to the Glacial Shroud. Sona may get caught out here. The teleport coming in from Kassadin. That Sona definitely without an escape here. Nowhere to run from her, for her, other than backwards, and that's not going to be enough though. I'm not quite sure why Aurelia is going back. She should be shoving that top lane like mad. Gragas disconnected though, so I guess they were calling to just defend and be safe in the spot lane instead of putting out more aggression in the top lane. As Twitch may get caught here, the Vi ultimate coming out on him, the Assault and Battery already doing a lot of damage, but he does luckily get into stealth and manage to make it out. As now Renekton, with that tank there, he's cocky again, he can go back to the front line. Kassadin is there as well, does a nice amount of damage onto Aurelia already. It's a shame that Gragas isn't here. It's 4v5 as the red team decides to turn tail, go for Dragon. Gragas sadly still disconnected, so I'm gonna move away from this. As Vi moving over to the mid lane, Lee Sin gonna start off the Dragon, as finally Gragas reconnecting. The Dragon possibly gonna be going out here. Oops, that's not the button I wanted to hit. Kev1n down here taking a lot of damage from Ezreal. The crescendo coming out, beautifully done. A lot of damage onto not only Kev1n, but also Twitch and Nami, and now the chase is on. Gragas running in there with his ultimate. He could pick up a kill here, but Renekton to avoid that goes back in there, and Twitch actually behind everybody else pops his stealth, pops his ultimate, and gets so much damage done, but a double kill from Gragas. Beautifully done. Picks up 2 there. Twitch still going to pick up a double kill as well for himself, and Sona definitely going to go down here. Lee Sin finally back in the mix after taking out that dragon, and that's a 3 for 4 exchange in favor of the red team. They're going to rotate mid, take out that tower, be happy with what they got. It's still very, very close game. Only 1,200 gold between the two teams. 5 kills in favor of the red team. 3-2 in towers in favor of the red team. But you'd expect that they had more than a 1.2 thousand gold lead, especially with the 11-3-1 Twitch. He finally picked up a Vamp Scepter, is now going for a little bit of lifesteal. Maybe he's going to survive a couple of more of these trades then. Meanwhile, Ezreal already picked up that last Whisper, so he's going to be more painful, especially against the armor stacking Renekton. Gragas has now got that Void Staff. That's going to be very nice for himself. Do a lot more damage to the team. And really, one thing to note here is that Sona, because she got 4 kills, because she's been getting all this gold, also global gold, and she has that Fallow Stone, which has paid 600 gold by now. It's almost paid for itself. That's why she's been able to get the Locket of the Iron Solari. And really, against an AoE team with Spray and Pray, with YellOwStaR, and the Renekton ultimate as YellOwStaR actually gets caught out. The Riftwalk not going to save him by picking up that kill. Twitch fighting hyrqBot in the jungle, but the Gragas ultimate comes there to finalize that. hyrqBot would have gone down otherwise. Lulux picks him up. The kick comes out onto Aurelia. Now Kev1n in the mix, and the tidal wave coming in from the back. Sticks in a lot of trouble here. The bubble lands, but hyrqBot, Frago finally there with the ultimate across everybody else. Kill was picked up onto Gragas, but Chatbot chasing them down now. Migzoffs has to flash away, and Kev1n still in trouble against Chatbot. Does manage to dash away, and Lee Sin, they're alternating the aggression as the power cord comes out from Sona, slows down Kev1n, and Kev1n gonna die here, pops the dominance finally, but he's still gonna go down to Chatbot. Now Lulux is in a lot of trouble. The dash comes out from Vi, still gonna go down to her as well. Aurelia picked up Nami at the same time, and that's an ace onto the red team. And now the blue team just gonna turn tail, run straight for Baron. Beautifully done by them. A very nice chase. The red team went a little bit too deep there. Twitch thought that he could 1v1 Ezreal. Gragas caught him out. Then Gragas was in trouble. But in the end, it's actually the red team that died for an ace. And the blue team came out ahead. Question is, can they make this happen before Kev1n gets there? He's running. The word comes out over the wall. He's behind them now. The Baron is very, very low already. He's finally being seen by Sona, but what can he do? He's going to silence? No, he's not. Baron goes down in favor of the blue team. Kev1n's still going to get picked up by... Sorry, Aurelia is now the... the Vi ultimate came out onto Twitch. Twitch going to go down to hyrqBot. Also getting caught out there. I don't know what he was thinking. Trying to 1v1 Chatbot there with the rest of the team just around the corner. Really, the red team kind of going on tilt. They had a very nice lead growing for them. They had a very fat Twitch, but they've not been able to protect them, and he's been getting caught in these 1v1 situations time and again. Bubble coming out, not hitting anyone. Nami losing so much HP from just a single Gragas barrel. It's not looking well. This tower probably not going to hold up too much longer, but there's a Baron buff onto the blue team. The red team really just has to stall this out and wait and hope for something good to happen for them. Vi now has that Randuin Zoman done. The triple Triforce is done as well. So the blue team definitely have their main items completed, as well as that Locket of the Iron Solari. Doing so much work for them. And they just have... The gold advantage may not be much. It's only 3,400 gold. But it's the items that they have completed. Gragas, not only the Death Cap and the Athene's Unholy Grail, he also has that Void Staff. Whereas Kev1n only has the Death Cap and the Seraph's Embrace. Twitch, a lot of items, but it's not enough by himself. He's the only one that's got all the items he wants. And against the triple Triforce, it's just not good enough. So Vi goes in, the bot tower dies, Aurelia and Ezreal just around the corner. Lee Sin now in a lot of trouble, flashes away. Twitch though in the backline, he may be able to do a good amount of damage here, but Kev1n already went down. Now Twitch actually got caught onto blindly by Vi with her AoE damage, and he took a ton of damage there. And Nami not able to escape that. Now this bottom inhibitor tower will surely go down in favor of the blue team. The inhibitor right afterwards, that Baron buff doing work for them. I'm not sure if there's anything the red team can still do to defend this right now. The blue team wants to end this. They're going straight for the Nexus towers. Random Zoman finally done on Renekton. He's going into the middle of the mix. Doesn't pop it yet though. Aurelia taking a lot of damage. She's going pretty low. So the blue team probably going to back off from this after all. The Gragas ultimate coming out. Doesn't get a kill. He gets stunned on the tower by Kev1n. Random Zoman finally coming out. He flashes away. Kev1n flashes after him. Sona heals, doing so much work, keeping their teammates alive. Nobody going to die here. The Static Shiv proc coming out from Twitch. Twitch flashing away barely with his barrier, surviving that. Everyone with the home guard boots rushing back out, trying to get a kill here. So much back and forth action. Nobody gone down yet. And now the blue team in full retreat and the red team trying to chase onto this. The Lee Sin Q lands. Nobody there to follow it up. The Nami bubble doesn't hit anything. Renekton trying to get onto someone. ZoroZero. This is going to be the trap. They're going to turn on it, and they're going to try to take out YellOwStaR right off the bat, and then they can focus on the others. Renekton pretty low. Kev1n went down to Vi, and Sona with Aurelia's help. The bubble perfectly landing on 3 members prevents any further chase onto her, but it's 25 to 28 in kills now with a 6,000 gold lead. Gold lead is growing slowly but steadily. Ezreal barely got out of that. That was ridiculous, and Styx just picks up the kill onto her. That is why you sometimes want to let the enemy go back when he wants to go back, because often there's a very, very good chance that the rest of his team is just around the corner, also going B, and as soon as you stop him, they will all turn on you and maybe even kill you, as it happened right there to Mixoffs. Kind of unnecessary. Vi gonna pick up the dragon here. Guardian Angel done onto Aurelia. That makes her even scary. This is truly a terrifying team now. There's Aurelia's Reverie and a Haunting guys also done on Sona, so she does a little more damage, a little more healing, and is even better at getting an entire team into a fight. They have a lot of good engage. They have the Vi ultimate, they have the Gragas barrel, they have an Aurelia that can just run in there. She's really beefy by now, and she has the GA on top of that to make her, you know, revive once. If you look at that, ZoroZero has over 3,000 HP and all the resistances. Really in a nice spot there. Can just 1v1 Lee Sin basically off the red, simply with her presence. Sfrago may get caught out here, but YellOwStaR chasing pretty far. Kev1n now in trouble. The Locket of the Iron Solari used there, and now everyone chasing onto Kev1n. The Crescendo not missing anyone there. The Rift Walk just in time from Kev1n. The Vi ultimate, the Assault and Battery came out onto Kev1n. Kev1n just barely going to be able to escape this, as Styx still chases the dash, the slice, coming out of Renekton to save himself from that ultimate hyrqBot. Just from the backline, now going to take down this middle tower. Baron buff is not on the members anymore, but they don't even care. They're going to go straight for the second inhibitor tower, and after that comes the inhibitor itself. What else are they going to be able to do here? For some reason, I don't see the health bar, but Kev1n getting caught out with a stun. He's going to go down, and now Lee Sin, the bubble landing on Lee Sin, not going to be enough. Aurelia picking up a second kill. Bubble landing not onto Lee Sin, onto Aurelia, but wasn't enough. Kev1n's surely going to go down to Ezreal there after a little cheeky chase. Aurelia trying to 1v1 Nami there. And it's going to be the end of Renekton. It's a new pair of cowboy boots for him. Now, with the minions there and Sona, there's no chance for Twitch to 1v1 Ezreal at all. Even with his poison, it's not going to be enough. Ezreal has lifesteal. He has a Sona there for himself that heals him, that gives him the support he needs, and they're going to probably finish up the game here. 4 members still down from the red team. Nami not able to do anything. The first Nexus Tower goes down. Lots of minions there flooding into the base. They are probably going to end this right here. GG well played. Very well done by the blue team. Nice turnaround there from that early, really fed Twitch. They just came back, turned it around with perfect fights. Sona with very important, very clutch items. The Locket of the Iron Solari fairly early on, negating a lot of the AoE damage from the red team, really doing work for her team, and then the Shurelias afterwards for that final chase, for that engage in the end. Ezreal, the triple Triforce really doing a lot of work for them. All of them were able to chase, and then the double Randuins on Aurelia and Vi made them so beefy, and they still had that attack speed reduction and you know, the extra health and armor that they were able to go right into the back line, and it was the perfect item to pick up against this very fed Twitch. Gragas, so very well played, huge damage output from him the entire game, and Kev1n really, in the beginning he got denied so hard. He had half of Gragas' farm, And then once he finally picked up a couple of kills, he was still not able to make anything happen, because instead of staying in the laning phase, the blue team was like, okay, we have the stronger team fight, let's just go for team fights. And at that point, a Kev1n can't pick anyone off, really, and the rest of his team wasn't really laid out for pickoffs. I mean, the Nami bubble is nice, but it's not like a Blitzcrank hook, a Thresh hook, you know, singular skills that single out a certain target that walks over a ward by himself, and that you just jump on, explode, and then back off again and go home and say, okay, cool, we've killed someone, we have the upper hand on this now. Instead, he had to try and team fight, and in a team fight, a lot of Kev1n's strength is kind of gone, because he's one of those guys that want to be very mobile, move around, and pick people off one by one. He was denied that opportunity, and it's really one of the things that made the blue team come out ahead on this one. Just 11,000 gold lead. It was very, very close for most of the game. 500 to 700 gold between the two for most of that. And then, in the end, it just snowballed out of control. Once the big items were completed for the blue team, they had been working on those for a while, and once they finally got them, they were like, okay, we can fight now, we're strong, and just went for it. And it really worked out for them. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. Any feedback is very much appreciated. I just started doing this, so if you have any suggestions, feedback, or want to, you know, join me casting, something like that, send me a message, and yeah, I'll see you soon, hopefully. Have a good one.